Hey, boys and girls, it's another day in the neighborhood. Just thought I'd give you a shout out. I was thinking about that little 5-year-old that was executed in the street. And I had a friend that posted on Facebook, caught it on my wife's page a couple of days ago. She's talking about how we're crying over a 5-year-old, over a white person dying, but we don't cry over Black Lives Matter. Well, that's because Black Lives Matters, all this was started for George Floyd and all the other black people who have been killed by the cops with this supposed systemic racism. But everybody who was shot was a convict, criminal, had a record, was drug dealer, dope pusher, whatever. And they're not as innocent as you might think. But you want to believe they're innocent because a white cop shot a black person. I look at it as a cop shot a criminal who was fucking up. Now, the guy in the parking lot, he had his back turned, they shot him anyway. Well, the reason he ran was because he was on parole. And if he get caught driving and shit, he's going back to the joint. That's why he ran. He wasn't innocent. Number two, how did he get there? He was driving and drinking. Therefore, he broke the law twice. But you want me to feel sorry for him? I can't do that. I just can't do that. Now, to me, Black Lives Matter. I have black friends. One of them is a real good friend. Love his kids, especially the one. She's a pain. So, no, I'm not going to join a Black Lives Movement march. That doesn't mean I don't care for black lives. I just think if you're going to protest, then protest. But don't riot. Don't tear up your own damn shit to prove your point. That's just useless. And we're not talking about a 20, 25, 30, 40-year-old male with a record. We're talking about an innocent 5-year-old child that was executed in the street. That is sad. And if you cannot feel bad for that child and his parents and what they're going through, you have no heart, you have no soul. You have nothing except hollowness and hatred because you don't get your way. That's sad. That is truly, truly sad. It took me 2 or 3 days to figure out what I'm going to say because I was so pissed that my friend would put that out there. A friend that I've known since my college days. I was at her wedding. I cannot believe that she would take a Black Lives Movement matter over the death or execution of a 5-year-old child. Just cannot believe that shit. But the world's made up of all kind of people. And if she gets wind of this, she probably won't want to be my friend anymore, but that's up to her. I really don't care. I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that die at the hands of the police. But then police brutality is shared evenly, people. They're brutal to the white people. They're brutal to the black people. They're brutal to the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Indian. They're cruel to everybody. Everybody has a mean streak, and every once in a while, they actually get a badge and a gun. And it may take a couple of years to weed them out. They do stupid shit, and we get rid of them. But to celebrate a black man shooting a 5-year-old child, and you're not upset? I'm sorry, my friend. To me, you have no soul. You have no heart. And that's truly sad. I don't know how else to explain it. You put this shit out there. You're all for this Black Lives Matter. Y'all hate Trump. You hate Trump. He's a womanizer. He's this, he's that, he's all this other shit. But you know the sad part? Every swinging dick president who was a Democrat was a womanizer. Every one of them. Clinton, Chet Kennedy, All of them are Democrats. All of them treated women like shit. And you want to blame Trump for shit? No. All these men that you hate so much, us deplorables who work for a living, you don't like because we're womanizers. We just want to keep the woman down. Well, we may be womanizers, but we don't look at women as sex objects for our own pleasure. But a Democrat does. I've never heard about George H. or George Bush cheating on their spouses while in office. I don't hear about it from Trump. But the only reason why I figure Barack didn't cheat is because his husband wouldn't let him. Y'all have a good day.